today I want to, well, more than just today, I want to start doing more how-tos on like ramp building, either whether it's wood ramps, the quarter pipe that I've yet to even finish, dirt, whatnot. I've had a few people who ask questions about dirt digging tips, and not saying that I know it all, but I've been doing it a long time and I know a few things. So today's project, see if we can do this in.
No.
What's the matter with you?
No.
That is a sweet headband, courtesy of Afton.
Get out of here.
Afton did a vintage line that has some shoes that actually look just like that. I obviously wear black or gray all the time. I don't know how I really want to blend in a pink and teal
I'm just gonna steal them.
shoe set, but they ain't gonna fit your little pea feet.
I got big Sam Squares feet there, dog.
All right, so we see what we have here. We've had it might not even look that bad to most, but the goal is, I want all the jumps nice and squared off like boxes. Like my old yard, everything was like nice and squared off, but we didn't have as much rain in California, so we got a bit of rain here, and we've done a few things to prevent that. So since all these jumps aren't squared off yet, they eventually will be. We've been dealing with some weather because it's winter. Winter in Alabama is pretty wet. So I'm going to show you guys how to take this side of this landing, and we're going to build it up to the wall. Notice, oh, that is, can you see where, so this section like wasn't really packed down good, so you can see where that whole section is actually breaking away.
Like cookie dough.
Yeah, you don't want that, but having, yeah, peanut butter, there you go. This clay in the south is as amazing as it is. Once you can work it and shape it, it's like concrete, but when it gets wet, it gets really heavy. On a side note, we have these mats that I've gotten for all the landings, pretty much. Ended up getting a few small cutoffs that I'm gonna put on lips. But the best part about these, it's not so much like resin material, it's a rubber, it's for garage flooring. So underneath is actually diamond plate. So it's for grip. So you can obviously grip on the floor. But if you flip it upside down, it actually works perfect as a cover, as like a weather cover for the landings. But you can actually ride on it. So I actually leave these year round now. And if I have a big jam or something, all I gotta do is roll them up. But no matter when the rain comes, my jumps are always gonna be dialed. Anyways, back to business. So the point of this video is, OCD as I am, if you notice how obviously the mat comes out to the edge, and then you got a little dirt hanging off. But as you go higher, I don't want to cut these because these mats are like 150 bucks, but it's well worth it. For example, if someone wanted a resi, I've chased it down where you get resi mats from. They're like $1,100 to $1,200, and throw mattresses on it. Then you throw mattresses down, then you do the resi, and it's a pretty expensive ordeal. That's why I don't quite have one yet. But with this stuff, if you want to do like a little makeshift resi, throw like a twin size or a double size mattress under one of these, and throw this mat, and then your landing's protected, and you have a resi for 150 bucks. So note it, check it out. And they come from I think Costco and Sam's. So anyways, so notice how the edge stops, and I don't want to cut it like I said, so I hate how that looks. So we're gonna fix that. What we're gonna do, we're gonna shave out this entire side of this landing, and we're gonna make it into a big wall. And I'm gonna show you the process. I'll probably just time lapse this whole thing. So we're gonna stack this wall, and then I'll talk you through the whole process. All right, so we're gonna pull back the mat because we don't want dirt all on top of the mat. Start by finding a halfway point on the side and start shaving down on the jump. You don't want it straight vertical, straight up and down, but just give enough where you can dig in. You got enough dirt at the bottom, drop down, because all that dirt at the bottom we're actually gonna throw back up. We're gonna use that to fill in the side. Remember, this is clay. It's pretty wet, so it's sticky. If it's dry, your dirt's not gonna stick. There's so many different materials out there, so yeah, just make sure your dirt is wet, but not so much where it's just sticking to the shovel. So you'll see where I'm just shaving it all off. All that dirt is nice. You can't really tell in the time lapse, but when I'm throwing it, like I'm throwing dirt onto, not just tossing it up, I'm throwing it so when it hits with pressure, it's actually packing itself a bit. And when I'm slapping the sides, you notice how it's like real smooth. I'm not just sitting there slapping with the shovel. I'm actually hitting with the shovel and then sliding in the direction of the packed stuff. So here I'm slapping and then pulling down. So it's packing into the packed dirt underneath. Because when you start stacking that wall, you want to have the bottom of the landing nice and packed, and you're working your way up like stacking bricks. So if you stack a bunch of dirt on the top, but the dirt underneath it's not packed, it's just gonna fall away, like in the bottom left corner where that dirt got wet and fell away when it was heavy. So keep shaving, go one area at a time. I'm obviously staying right in the top corner and stacking out that base that I really want to come out. I got around the back side. Don't forget the like the back of the landing, because you need that pack too. You're gonna be packing a bunch of hard dirt with loose stuff on the backside. So get the backpack like I'm doing there. And then as you see, it's slowly starting to stack up. If you start from the top, it's all gonna fall down. So when you do throw, everything that does keep falling in your little pile, that dirt is like super nice dirt, top layer dirt anyways. So just keep using that, and it's just little baby steps. Like I said, it's like laying bricks. You're going one step at a time. Pack a good surface before you move to the next layer above. And here we are. We finish it out. It's getting real muddy at the bottom, so it's not as pretty as I want, but we can come back later for that. All right, here it is. Sun's starting to go down. I'm actually getting into some wet stuff. That's not, shovel's not sliding as well. I did the whole beginning of this time lapse in photo mode and not video mode. So I'm hoping this turns out good for you guys. So if there's like a little hesitation in the beginning of the time lapse, that's why. Anyways, this is what we got. Now the mat has room. No ugly overlap. Probably came out a good 8 to 10 inches. Now it's like kind of forming a nice wall. So this, only thing that sucks about clay, it's super sticky. It's so when it's too wet, and if you saw when I'm packing the side of the jump, sometimes I'm like hitting and sliding the shovel at the same time. So when you do that, always slide into packed area. So if I'm slapping here, I'm slapping and pulling it down into stuff that's already packed. Obviously work my way up, that way you're not pulling, because if you slap and pull over soft stuff, then that soft stuff's gonna come down. So but here, down here where it's lower, you'll see where it's like super mushy looking and choppy. It's just, that dirt is so wet, and being clay, when it's that wet and you throw it, it stays in like clumps and not like nice silty dirt. So you guys get the gist. Like I'll come through, let that dry out, but yeah, we got a nice steep backside, and we could, I mean, I could shave off so much more if I wanted more dirt, but obviously didn't want to move that much dirt. But yeah, now the mat's smooth all the way over. Yeah, now I'll come through and I'll let it dry a little bit and fine tune a little more. Hope that helps. Hope you guys got some good tips from that. Go try it on your own jumps. I like to get a good base going. That way the dirt settles. I don't like squaring everything off right when I build it. I want the dirt to sit and kind of compact in itself over time, and then come back and shave it off. That way I always make my jumps a little wider, and then you can just shave it, and then you don't have to actually stack as much of the jump. If you go like an extra foot wide, if you just say if you want an 8 foot wide landing, if you do a 9 foot landing, you can just shave 6 inches off the side after it's nice and settled. Then you never actually have to go back and pack it. You just shave off what you don't want. But I didn't plan on make this landing any wider until I got that mat, and like I said, I didn't want to cut that mat. So yeah, I hope this helped you guys. Hope you can go out and make you a cool looking jump just like this in your own backyard. If this tip helped you, leave a like and comment below. Subscribe if you haven't already, because you guys subscribing allows me to do this and develop 95 acres. And maybe after we get enough subscribers, we can make some money to invite all you fools out here and ride the place. Now's your chance. Subscribe. Maybe one day you can ride 95 acres. All right, well, that's today's tip from Backyard Barry, and hope you guys like it. Many, many more to come. See ya.